Chapter 16. Amelia crossed her arms in front of her chest and said in a pompous tone, "Yeah, I despise you, so what? Can't you bear some criticism now, you loser? Everyone in college knows that you married Emma and became their live-in son-in-law after graduation. A miserable loser who couldn't even afford a decent meal in college and a toy boy after graduation. How dare you come looking for my help being such a big loser as you are? Who do you think you are?" A rage of fury was slowly burning inside Alex. One would not attack unless attacked first. Amelia was going too far this time. Right at this moment, he received a text message from Nolan. "Young master, the Anderson family owns Orem Grand Hotels and Resorts. The Orem Grand of Oris Hill is just one of our many Orem Grands throughout the world." Alex's pupil shrank in astonishment. Did he just say that the Anderson family owned Orem Grands? He responded reflexively, "You're not bluffing, are you?" "Of course not. The person in charge of Oris Hill's Orem Grand is Adam Smith. His number is 170. Please give him a call and he will settle everything for you." "Okay." Amelia was a little agitated by Alex's attitude, staring at his phone and texting while she was mocking him. She felt like she was abusing a dog and of course, she wanted to hear the dog yelp. Unexpectedly, Alex didn't say anything. It proved that in his case, time did not change anything. He was a loser since college, and he was the same loser now who didn't even budge after being insulted. Hence, she increased the cockiness in her tone and sneered, "Hey, Mr. Class Rep, you're pretty good at putting up with insults. Oh yes, by the way, I heard that you and Emma have not slept together after being married for 3 years. Is Emma actually someone else's mistress and you're nothing but a smokescreen for her affairs?" "Ha ha ha," Alex frowned indignantly. "Not only did you insult me, but you also insulted my wife." Amelia hung, "You're digging your own grave." Enraged, he called Adam Smith's number. He stared at Amelia and said flatly while waiting for the call to be answered, "I'm going to ask your person in charge about how Orem Grand recruits employees. For even people with a foul mouth like you can work here." "What? How dare you taunt me?" "You really need a beating," Amelia growled furiously and shouted to the guards beside her, "He's here looking for trouble, beat him." At this moment, his call was answered. "Hello, who is it?" A charismatic male voice came from the other end of the line. Alex said coldly, "Are you Adam Smith?" "I am Alex Anderson. I'm now at the entrance of Orem Grand. I'll give you a minute to get the hell here or you can just get out of Orem Grand." Upon hearing it, the man who was originally full of charisma immediately panicked and stuttered, Young master? Are you really at the Orem Grand now?" 40 seconds. The man yelped over the phone and blurted frantically, "Please wait a moment, I'll be there right away." Amelia smirked as she listened to Alex's phone conversation and mocked sarcastically, "Hey, Alex, I didn't know that you're so good at blowing your own horn. Do you know who Mr. Smith is? Even the most prestigious members of Orem Grand dare not to be so pompous in front of Mr. Smith. Do you really think you can fool me by pretending to make a call?" Alex glared at him and said faintly, "You'll know in 20 seconds if I'm fooling you." Amelia laughed contemptuously. "Okay, our beloved class rep. I'll wait for 20 seconds. Oh no, let's make it 2 minutes. If Mr. Smith doesn't show himself in 2 minutes, I'll let the guards tear your bluffing mouth off your face, you lying little prick." "Ha ha ha. This is so funny." 15 seconds later, a middle-aged man in a top-of-the-line bespoke suit ran towards them in a panic. He was a dog who worked for the Anderson family. He was also a very powerful dog. Ever since he had been appointed as the general manager of the Orem Grand in Oris Hill, he became one of the most respectable icons in the city. When was the last time he was ever so panicked and anxious? However, his panic was understandable. He had never imagined that the young master of the Anderson family would appear at Orem Grand, which was under his management. Amelia intended to continue insulting Alex when she suddenly saw the guards looking pale and horrified as they glanced behind her. She followed their stunned gazes and turned around when she saw Mr. Smith emerge. Her eyes opened widely as if she had been struck by lightning. Then, she turned back at Alex, her eyes full of horror. This? How is it possible? Who is Mr. Alex Anderson? Adam's voice was trembling in fear and disbelief. Everyone stared at him in bewilderment, stunned. The man who could easily shake Oris Hill by simply stomping his feet had become so terrified and frightened that even his voice changed. Alex said loudly, "I am." Adam quickly rushed towards him and bowed. "Young." Alex interjected immediately, "Mr. Smith, some things are not suitable to be said out loud in public." Adam was shaking with jitters upon the statement. "Oh, my goodness. I'm such a stupid dog. Young Master's identity must be highly confidential, yet I almost called him out. If I offend young Master, it will be the end for me." Thus, he hurriedly changed the address but still spoke in a respectful tone, "Mr. Anderson, welcome to Orem Grand. Please follow me to my office for further discussion." Amelia was utterly stunned. She could not accept the fact, but it had unfolded right in front of her eyes. Who was Alex Anderson really? What was his real background? How could he make the big boss of Orem Grand bow before him like a lowly peasant? He wouldn't bear a grudge against her for her mockery, right?